So the other thing we talked about is Shein. Shein is a little bit of a different story. Shein really got their start in, well, first it was like a whole different space in looking at wedding. Then they've gone into apparel very heavily. They're expected to be around 30 billion, maybe 35. I think the last stated insight on what their revenue was a Wall Street Journal article, and it was somewhere in like the 20 billion. So they feel like with a 40% growth this year, we're probably at 30. It's a hate relationship, lawsuits. What do you think Shein's better positioned to win?
I think Shein is better positioned to go up market than Temu. Temu seems to like, you can't go lower than me ever. And suing, the things that they're suing Shein for is like a supplier gets kicked off of the Shein platform, and Temu's like, we have no standards here. Come on up. We welcome you. People used to get kicked off of Amazon, and then they would go to like, I don't know, Gold's auction or like some crazy site. They're still allowed over here. I think this is the Shein Temu dynamic. But Shein has done some pretty legit things in the space. They have made a big investment into Spark, which is owned by Authentic Brands Group, which is the biggest licensing company in the world. And they're a third owner of Spark Group, which, by the way, includes the owners of Forever 21, which now sort of like, Shein has a shop on Forever 21. My question is like, how long before that flips? Like, Forever 21 has a shop within the Temu or the Shein store.
I think it is in the not too distant future. It is the place like you go, you get your dress for the club when you were in college, at least for me. I didn't care if it was shredded by the end of the night because it costs about.
By the way, we're getting like a confession here, just so you know, on the Watson Weekend.
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. I think my fellow people feel that. So, it didn't matter. And I think that is really where we're going with this TikTok audience. Shein works very closely with influencers. There's heavy drops. They do these unboxing events where they've got hundreds of items that they just roll through, and Forever 21 just can't compete with that. So I agree with you. I think they are going to utilize this footprint to put a stake in the ground of that brick and mortar presence that'll differentiate them. It'll get goods closer to the customer faster and really enable them to continue to grow and scale. I wonder how long, not only will it stay apparel, but will they take advantage of the marketplace where they've expanded in some of these other categories? You talked about what Amazon did. Shein's doing the same thing. They're going into other types of categories, health and beauty, a nice adjacency. So yeah, just kind of curious, like how long do you think that before that happens, Rick?
Yeah, look, it's happening. We haven't seen a lot of success with it yet, but both sites have announced marketplaces, Shein a little bit before Temu. And so I think this is going to be a big part of their strategy, category expansion. I think, beauty is an obvious one, but I don't see a category that they won't try to go in. I mean, look, if you go to the Temu website, try to name me a category that they're not in. And so it's a little bit scary